this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back.
Hey everybody, Coach, this is such a
Menu narration option is set to off.
A special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Hey, check 26. Safe.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Big hold to the 30. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one cap. Capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Inside.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, 57. H3, 218, chopper.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
15. SOS. Attack! Jumper! Shit!
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Hill, complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
He's checking. Crash. Attack!
Now Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 30 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the upright. With a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch. Yeah,
especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Five. Number 53, Mike 53. Let's go. Check. 53's Mike. Yeah, Liz. You must be dreaming.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. Catch and catch.
Let's go. Take 30. Here we go. 58. We got.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Single. 50. Hey, you block over here. Take 30. Check. Sponge. No. 61. Matchbox lights.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And this is going to depend on forward progress, but they're saying no, he didn't get there. So they give it up just on their side of midfield, and a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you...
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Over.
To throw again. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field.
We own them. Hey, watch this, watch this. Easy, 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 easy. Back north.
Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even fourth and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On first down, it's Williams. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets...
And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, Charles, you said it after the fourth down stop. That's almost guaranteed points the other way, and that comes to fruition with the touchdown.
Well, the unnecessary risk did come back to haunt them, didn't it? End up getting those points that I predicted that they were going to give up because it's guaranteed points if you don't make that play.
And this is going to be caught. So they get 2 more on the half's final play, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, get excited, let's go, let's go. Yellow, yellow.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Yellow. 15.
They start the second half here with Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Let's go.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. This is caught. Watkins. Take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to... Set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, Someone's going to shake free, and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least some. Predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check, 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 check. Check 26, check 26. Hey, yo, go down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Check 50, check 50.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Zadarius Smith. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Under 10, 10. Undercrunch. X3. 218, chop it. Box it. Hey, check 26. 53's Mike.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Check. Hey, orbit.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete to Grant. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Rodgers now on 1st down. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Hey, Wahoo! Over,
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12. Packers have the first. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Hey, team 6.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yeah.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Rodgers again now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Brian Grant, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same.
And he's got the connection to the tight end Graham. Touchdown Packers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the ground, this is Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
So now Rodgers in the pack. Down by 13. 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Chris Jones. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
They've got his man complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. 82 yards. And the Packers get a score closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Rip right. Watch out. Back to north.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Mahomes going to throw it here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just...
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me. When up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Sad
just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I get back. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide on with it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set, lady, double right. I'm coming. Back. 11. Pilot, 64, weak.
On first down, Stafford here. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Middle. Check. Protein spill.
Here's Stafford. This one complete to Lacy. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. He's locked in early. 2 nice first-down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Check. Fresno.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
No. Off. 49, check 49. Check the backer.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On second and goal, Stafford. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll find Hall. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. That was a big...
To be prepared for you to throw the ball on third and goal, because really second down, second and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. Third down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done, and on the opening drive of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
Fell harmlessly to the ground.
Watch the safety creep. Set 43. 43.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
43, 15. You got to go right here. You got to play big.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's going to return it to the 20. 1-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes, Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 53 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Holding offense.
Well, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On second down and 4, Stafford forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the 50, it's Stafford. Escaping the point. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Hitchens. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Hey, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Deuce.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it's taken in at the 9. A tremendous return there, 39. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Watch the shit. Attack. Hey, 57. Delta.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Under a minute to play here in the
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Amendola, the intended receiver.
We can't get stopped. You see me out here. That's right. We can't get stopped. Lady. Check. 32. 54. Too little. 53. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talk about this. Training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, second down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On third and long, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 70 yards. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught by Watkins. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Easy. Go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And some room to run now. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Stafford on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Open man is Galladay. Complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, easy. Hey, alert 3. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Give me your radar. Zero. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Recon, 132 fighter.
Back to throw. Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. His man, T.J. Hockenson. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. To throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's second down. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Now McCoy. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. He's back to throw.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Mahomes throwing on 4th, looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
53, Mike, 53. Now watch one, check. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike. Yo. I'm coming. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 47 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Recon, 132 fight. Check. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Check.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Switch.
41-yard line.
Easy.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Agba. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, he's going to launch this thing. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Seth Roberts, 62 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so...
Now Jackson on 1st down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd, and this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
4th down, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's Williams on the catch. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Almost to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, flush to his right. He'll try and run it, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. To throw, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now and it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Jackson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking,
he's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Looking to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way. Take some time off the clock and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On third down, Jackson buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. To throw is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Throwing is Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Now a play fake here on first down. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away as the Ravens push further out in front.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
And Jackson throwing once more. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins. 31 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 83 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Yellow, Argelani! Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Kill.
On first down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And a loose football. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Alert 13. 57's a month.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Pass. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? 57.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having. You put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Spinning away. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it
there he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 62 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of...
Williams loses the football, and the Ravens have got it.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
On the move to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Now it's Jackson. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Let's get up.
from the red zone now. Here's Jackson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. That'll bring up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting...
And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Mahomes now on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes now in desperation. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 36 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points